So I just got the wheel hub assembly. Sorry about the noise, neighbors cutting down trees. So I got the wheel hub assembly, and what I'm doing is the wheel's gonna come off. You gotta take that nut off, and then the whole hub assembly is gonna come off. 4 bolts on the back. This is what it looks like all put together for the new one, for the 3500. As I was saying in the last video, I can't use the ones that are on there now because this flange right here is too thick, so it doesn't let the dually adapter slide on. And this one I went ahead and got all done. I just set it down and used the hammer and long extension just to drive in the lug nuts, or the studs. And this is a Timken bearing. It was $300 for the set. Comes with 16 lug nut studs, or wheel studs, I should say. And then I went to Rural King and got a pound of these grade 8 nuts. I think I spent like $3 on 20 of them. And so that's the whole assembly put together. So all I got to do is just take off the other one, 4 bolts on the back, and then put this one on there and bolt it down. Then I can run my dually buddy style rims on it. So I'll keep you updated once I start checking this. This is how I'm doing it. I'm taking the hub, setting it down. Here, you want to hold that? Lining that up. And then just dropping these in here. Just like that. And then just beating them in the rest of the way. So now, same thing on this one. I just did the same on that one. On this one, I had my 3/8 impact, or 1/2 inch impact, I'm sorry, Milwaukee. I just took it and I put the studs in there, and then used it with a socket, just one of those sockets over there, and just drove them in. That was just a lot easier. The bad thing is I got a small battery, so it killed it pretty quick. And then on this one, when I'm putting the nuts on there, I'm using blue Loctite. I'm seeing a lot of things where people aren't even using Loctite, and I'm sure that's fine. But I just get a little nervous when it comes to the wheels, and I don't want anything to fall off while I'm driving. So that's why I went ahead and spent a little bit more money on the Timkens instead of just buying the $30, $40 cheap Chinese bearings, because this essentially this is just what holds your wheel on. So I just went ahead and did that. Now these lug nuts, these are the ones off when it was 2-wheel drive. The problems with these ones are, here's the 2-wheel drive. That little splines on here, that's on the back side. On the 4-wheel drive ones, they're on the front side. So I have those in now, but they're not holding well. So, and since these hub assemblies came with all the lug nuts, I'm just going to reuse these. Now some of these ones I'll probably have to just buy a couple, because I think one of them I nicked with the grinder. As you can see, I did a pretty poor job on trying to grind it down, trying to save money, but once I drove it, there's no way I can do that. So, and I got to get a socket to be able to take that out. Might even place that crown nut. So that's probably all I'm going to do for the night, and then I'll go ahead and put the whole assemblies on tomorrow. And I'm not worried about putting the extensions on now. I got enough sockets that I could probably reach 3 foot with the 1/2 inch. So I went ahead and put them on now. What I'm doing is I'm just taking it, putting the socket on, the box wrench on, and then I'm using a hammer just to really snug them down. And I might even double check them once I get them on the truck, but with that Loctite and stuff, I really think that's just going to be enough. I just did it till they stopped going. So I just got to put the studs back in here and take the old ones off and put the new ones on, and then That way it'll actually look like a proper dually. And then maybe I'll wash it and try and get it one color. So another thing I forgot to mention about this truck is, so I'm replacing the rotors, the pads. I'm gonna go with the ceramic ones. It was like $10 extra, supposedly better for towing or whatever. I haven't got them yet, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the calipers also. Those are I think $38 a piece plus the core, and I'll just go ahead and bring them right then. It doesn't come with the bracket, so you got to switch that over. No big deal. I have this one, and then I have the calipers off my two-wheel drive, which I might just use those for cores. So I have these, but I think these ones, I think one isn't clamping down, and the other one, it's doing okay. Before, when it was two-wheel drive, stopped perfect, no issues. On this one, you got to really step on it to go ahead and get it to stop. It still stops. Rear brakes are working perfect, but the front, when it was sitting out in the backyard for I think a year, and then God knows how long that guy had it before me, the lines were open, so there was water in them. I actually had to drain the water out, so I think they're just shot on the inside, and I don't think it's worth just buying a rebuild kit or anything. Probably just more work than it's worth to me. So I'll probably go ahead and just do that also. But it's getting late. We're gonna go out for the date night, and I'll finish this up in the morning.